Good morning readers. I, Harish Budhu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. Open Letter to the Prime Minister. Part 24. This 3rd of September 2020. The voice of Hindu of Ramgoolam, Baichoo and Soornak now with the Prime Minister. They were a private military army. They had attacked Candos hospital, police stations, my house. They were collecting money under threat. They ran discotheques. They created racial tensions in many areas. Mr. Prime Minister. 1. Warm greetings. This 3rd of September 2020 letter welcomes you. It is the 24th one of the series. It is intended more for our own readers and friends than for you. More particularly for the future leaders of the country. We have no doubt that our young and student friends, of Facebook and YouTube, will be among the leading ones. They will not be slow-witted or slow on the uptake, nor slow off the mark. That is certain. They will be real role models, who will be surrounded by honeybees and not dirt flies. See what I mean, Mr. Prime Minister? 2. And that is the way we work. Take one typical example. Yesterday, we focused mainly on the police force. But at the same, we did not forget the essentials. We had highlighted 21 English expressions for our student friends and others. We will follow suit today too. 3. For the attention of the new Commissioner of Police. These personal views are but a continuation of the earlier ones. They are written as they click, and hence do not reflect any order of chronology or priority. A. Police cars and taxpayers abused. 1. We briefly mentioned some of the abuses yesterday. You may remember that we had referred to two so-called Prime Minister's office advisors. Some time ago, they had come in police cars to convince me to meet the Prime Minister or work for him. That was during the electoral period of last year. As of now, the government house people are misusing police cars. In India, wives of ministers are not provided with government cars or police bodyguards. 2. Why should we in Mauritius? Just examine the petrol consumption of police cars during the November 2019 elections, utilized by the Prime Minister's relatives, agents, advisors and ambassadors. You will be shocked. I had drawn the attention of the Electoral Commission. Our Facebook bears testimony. No surprise. The Commissioner was blind, deaf and dumb. For the forthcoming electoral petitions at the Supreme Court, the abuse of the police cars will be enough to quash the elections of the Prime Minister and many others. 3. For now, the Commissioner of Police can consider the following range of easy options. A. Ask all the police officers in charge of police cars to account for them. Take statements, under warning, from all the police and government officials and ministers, who had authorized same. B. Call the former Commissioner of Police, Mario Nobin, and bring him to account, and that under warning. He was responsible. He will have to explain why he lent the police cars, and who ordered him. It is an arrestable offense, which carries a sentence of imprisonment. The Commissioner of Police can even arrest the Prime Minister. And keep in mind, it is sacred public money. C. En passant, why Mario Nobin has not yet been called in the 11th of November 2016, Mike Brass, 42.6 kilograms heroin, 639 million rupees, case. Are you aware that he had lied to Anirudh Jugnauth, diverted attention away, demoted a superintendent of police? D. Worse, the then leader of the opposition Xavier Duval, had elected not to ask any question, private notice question, on that drug, 639 million rupees, affair. He had threatened me 3 times, on 17th of May 2019, for raising that issue. He is now with Bryn Loret. E. And finally, the Electoral Commissioner should explain why he had not taken any action to stop the abuse of police cars and public money. He was a party to the crime. All told, the Commissioner of Police can send out a strong signal. B. Voice of Hindu, the private army of Navin Ramgoolam and Soornak now with Bravin Jugnauth. Remember, I was the only one who had exposed their looting spree, military activities across the country, to create racial tensions between Hindus and Muslims or Christians, at Palma, Candos, 15 Cantons Vacoa, Tayak, Camp Diable, Grand Gorbe, Baichoo Tomb, St. Croix, Valpitat, etc. plus methods of demanding money, protection racket. They had asked me 100,000 rupees to hold a public meeting at La Louise, and when I had refused, they tried to disrupt it, but the 3,000-plus crowd chased away their 12 to 15 goondas. They were illegally collecting money under threat in many areas. Plus discotheque businesses, and Navin Ramgoolam was often seen with girls after midnight. Plus violent attacks on Candos Hospital, Air Mauritius, State Investment Corporation, Public Service Commission, La Mausachine, Sunday Vani, tourist hotels, L'Express, police stations of Vacoa, Quator's Borns, Centre de Flac, Bamboo and others. My Belter house, my car was set on fire in March 2011, Grand Bassin leaders. After some 14 years of consistent campaign, the police finally removed their 2 Grand Bassin boards, with 2 swords with blood. Why not reopen all the inquiries? Anil Baichoo and Navin Ramgoolam were with Voice of Hindu. And both were in the Brune Lorette March. To be continued. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.